what makes this escalation different from the past, really? It's not the rockets that we've seen being fired out of Gaza, although the numbers are probably unprecedented, and it's not the response that we're beginning to see now from Israel. What makes it different, really, is this infiltration, the number of Palestinian militants who seem to have been able to cross into Israel. Now, we've received some footage that shows the fence being partially destroyed. You can see Palestinians approaching the fence on motorbikes. Rushdie talked earlier about a tank that Palestinian militants were able to seize. So that's what makes it different. And then we've also now got this ongoing situation along the Israeli side of the fence, where in 22 separate locations, the Israeli military say there is ongoing fighting with Palestinian militants. You can see that tank that they'd seized there. I think we can now probably bring up some pictures from Sderot, which is a town right on the border with Israel, a small Israeli community that we're still in Gaza there, I think, at the moment. But in that town, that is one of the towns that was infiltrated by Palestinian militants. And there you can see, look, on the back of that pickup truck in black, you've got a number of Palestinian militants driving down the street, and some of those have been opening fire with Israeli civilians and also Israeli security forces. I did see some pictures from Sderot that are too graphic to broadcast that showed bodies, maybe half a dozen bodies lies out on the floor, including children. We've also seen pictures coming a bit later today that show Israeli soldiers going house to house on the ground looking for Palestinian militants, because we understand that there are still hostage situations on the Israeli side of the border.
That's a really important element to the story now. What is happening, and what do we know for sure is happening with this hostage situation? Because the IDF have said it's not just army personnel, it's civilians as well, John.
No, they've said there are 2 ongoing hostage situations on the Israeli side, but they've also said that a number of military personnel and civilians have been captured by Hamas and Islamic Jihad fighters. Now, there have been some pretty awful videos circulating on social media, allegedly showing some of those hostages. We've been able to verify this one, which I think we can show now, which is from within Gaza City, and this shows a Jeep with Palestinian militants in that Jeep. I'm hoping it's going to come up now. But basically what you see is Palestinian militants in a Jeep. They drag a woman out of the back of the car by her hair, an Israeli hostage. She looks to be in a pretty bad way. They bundle her back into the Jeep and then drive off with her. And, you know, the fact of the matter that Hamas is saying they've got 53 hostages that they've taken. I mean, as I say, that is unprecedented.